And we're live. All right. Hello, everyone. A few words about the progress of our team. Then I'll let everyone go over their stuff. We finally got to merging Ingle's work on SMAC 4. So mostly everything has been tested. We found some issues with certificates, namely current GCOFO versions do not do certificate verification at all. This is probably not a problem in most situations because it's all running on localhost anyway. But FYI, I just 10 minutes ago merged Damien's, and as a result of this, our installation scripts have been generating certificates with the wrong command name, which means that it's a self-signed certificate for localhost, and then Prozody is trying to use it for a domain that is not localhost, so it's all broken. I just merged a commit which fixes this. So right now, when you install Jitsi Meet, first we generate a self-signed certificate for the correct domain, the correct command name, and then we add it to the trusted certificates of the machine so that GCOFO can authenticate it. The SMAC 4 version of GCOFO does authentication, verification. Brian, I don't think I can hear you.
Oh, no, don't worry. I was talking to somebody else. Sorry.
All right. So once we merge SMAC 4, everything should work for existing deployments that are based on our Debian packages. We designed the process this way, but if you have a custom environment, you may need to fix some stuff.
I do have a custom environment. Where exactly is that code that does the certificate generation on your end?
It is somewhere in Jitsi Meet.
So it's in the web app itself, and that generates its own certificate?
No, yeah. But it... Oh, Damien, go ahead.
Yeah, it's in the Debian installation script.
All right.
So, Gus, if you want, after the call, we can briefly discuss this, because you may be affected of this change.
Yeah, I'll have to see, but thanks.
Okay, let's discuss it after the call.
Okay, so the rest of the SMAC 4 update. So the update starts from Jitsi, then GCOFO, then Video Bridge, and then GCOFO. We tested the bridge and it works perfectly. We also tested GCOFO, found some issues and fixed them. Again, Damien needs to correct me if I'm wrong, but I think everything's working except maybe we haven't yet tested Jibri. All right, so after we test that, we should be ready to merge SMAC 4 and GCOFO and Video Bridge, but we'll keep it in a separate branch in Jitsi for a while in order to release the desktop client version to 12 with the current SMAC version, and then we can switch to SMAC 4 for 2.13. So that's the plan there. And the merges in Video Bridge and GCOFO should be coming probably this week. I think that's all for SMAC 4, unless people have questions or someone wants to add anything. All right. On another note, as you already discussed with Goose, 4 of us actually, Christos, Saul, George, and me will be at the GSOC Summit this week. So it would be nice to meet Gus there, and if anyone else is coming, it would be nice to meet you as well.
Which hotel are you guys in?
Aloft, I think all of us.
Yeah, a lot.
I mean the other one.
Okay, so let's go over the rest of our team, and people can talk about their work. Yana, do you want to start?
Yes. So I've been mostly working on. So we merged in master all the invite changes that I've been talking about in the past weeks. So mostly changes in the invite UI. Some more are coming because right now there is some duplication in the UI around how we do invites. Some more changes on that side are coming soon. Other than that, we've worked on the dark theme as well. Many of you have probably noticed on me, Jitsi, that after we switched to using React Atlas Kit components, many of the components have been white, while our main theme in the UI is kind of dark. So we have been switching. They have been doing updates around themes and stuff like that. So we've been working on our side to integrate that. This is in a PR right now. It's work in progress, and we hope to have it soon. It will also depend on how they advance with the dark theme and the components. But yeah, this is in progress. Yeah, that's mostly it. We're working on further invite UI changes and maybe some changes around the contact list as well, because it's currently not very useful. So we're trying to find out to make it to make the UI better there and to reduce the number of icons that we have in this left toolbar, which can be confusing to people with so many things in there. So that's on our to-do list. That's for me.
So,
I'll be quick because I don't have actually much to say because I've been on holidays and then last week I was at Astricon. I presented pretty much what we've been doing and a thing we worked on, which was an Apple Watch application to control meetings. Sits on a branch. We'll get to clean it up and publish it eventually. Yeah, and then I'm going with you guys to the Mentor Summit. So I've been around. Lubo?
So, in the past 2 weeks, I don't know whether it was in the past week, so we must also work on CodeKit support in the mobile iOS app. Definitely, we ship the support for authenticated deployments or secure domains, as we call them, in release apps. We're working on fixing exceptions on crashes on Android. So nothing that's been released, but we've got some workarounds for at least 2 of them. And we're gonna start looking into the biggest one, which is some OpenGL out of memory thing that's happening all over the place. Pavel, are you here?
Yes, so I don't have anything that was finished or merged, but I'm working on the landscape UI layout for mobile, and I also submitted a PR for overriding some user-related fields the JWT token. And that's all from me.
So that's the mobile developments. Boris, can you steer us further?
Who hasn't gone, Brian?
Yeah, so Lenny and I have been spending some time the last couple of weeks to get Jitsi Meet moved over to use the kind of official adapter.js rather than our own shimming code. And this is going to set the stage a bit for adding support for Safari and Edge as well, since that'll be a lot easier once that stuff is shimmed all with other people's code. We don't have to do that on our own. And then I was also taking a look at a libjitsi version for the bridge that doesn't rely on FMJ. And we decided that we're going to table this work for now and not look at it again until next year. But hopefully when we get around to that, we'll have some libjitsi changes that'll help clean some stuff up in the bridge. So that's all for me.
So from the infrastructure side, we haven't had a whole lot of updates. We've been investigating an issue having to do with our proxies and the way that they handle down states and shards. We'll be continuing that work and hopefully end up with a more stable experience for users who were on a shard that went down and then came back up quickly. So it's not really related to Jitsi Meet, but it does have to do with how we're balancing across multiple instances of Jitsi Meet using HA proxy. So I think that's it for our infrastructure side.
Damien? So I was working on merging the co-stats changes in the bridge and Jitsi, so it's now merged. There were a few bugs there that were fixed, and so now Jitsi can use co-stats to report the JVB part of the code and the SIP part of the code, so you can see stats there about the whole codes end-to-end. And the other thing was the Smart 4 thing that Boris was talking about. So that's it from there. All right, Christo, are you there?
So not much from my side. I was mostly working on adding some analytics events. Yeah, and actually even right now I'm adding more analytics events. Most of them are related to some device changes. Also our remote menu clicks. Also some events about mutes, mainly audio mutes. What else? Fixed an issue, small issue with the local storage for Jitsi Meet. So basically, if you forbid your local storage, there was an exception that was stopping the whole JavaScript execution. So that's fixed now. I think that's all from me.
All right, I think we have Lenny and George left, unless I'm missing someone, but I don't know if they're on the call.
I'll go next. It's Lenny. So I believe in the last 2 weeks, what got merged from me is automatic hiding of connection indicators on a strong connection, as well as automatic showing of the info dialog when you join a meeting. Other than that, I was trying to help Brian with his adapter.js work, and I'll continue that going forward.
Thanks, Lenny. And I think George is lost somewhere in the Wild West. So I think that's all. Hello, Ad and Symphony. Nice to meet you guys. If you have any questions, let us know.
Hey, guys.
Hey. Hello.
I don't know if you can hear us okay?
Yep, nice to meet you guys.
All right. We're here from Sarajevo in Bosnia. No specific questions, but this is the first call that we're on, so just wanted to understand what the Jitsi team is doing and what the community is doing. We've been on Jitsi for the last probably year and a half. We're doing our first major rebase to Jitsi 991. So.
Great. Glad to have you guys here.
Good to hear. So that's what we usually do on the call. We present the work of the team briefly, and then we see if people have questions. So,
yeah, open mic. Anybody have any questions? Looks like not. Going once?
I do have one question. We've been noticing a video corruption that happens when there's a stream switch. We've noticed that a few times in this call, actually. And I was wondering if that's a known issue.
Unfortunately, George isn't here, and Emu isn't here either. But as far as I know, that's not a known issue. Are you running a regular browser right now?
Oh, sorry, I missed that. You said as far as you know, there's something to do with the browser? Or?
No, as far as I know, it's not a known issue. We haven't seen this in a long, long time. And I was wondering what browser you're running.
Chrome M60, 61. Let's see, I'm currently on currently I'm on M60.
Okay. That's what a lot of us are running, actually. And I haven't seen any corruption. Has anyone else seen any corruption here?
I have not in this meeting, but in previous times I have occasionally seen there to be a, if you drop a keyframe, then all of a sudden we get a little bit of that Art Deco kind of noise around the person, and then it quickly resolves. I reported it in a stand-up last week sometime, but I have not seen it in this call at all. And George was saying that he thought that he had already caught it, but I believe it was in a build later than 991.
Well,
I see.
Are we running 911 on Meet right now?
No, hang on, let me tell you what you're running on Meet. Actually, we're running 995 on Meet. So I'm not sure. We should probably report it to George and let him know it's an open issue. Thank you guys for letting us know you're seeing it.
Yeah, and if you continue to see this, please send us a note on one of the mailing lists or personally. That's also fine. All right. I just wanted to mention SMAC 4 again, because this has been a lot of work, and I want to thank Ingo for doing all of it, or most of it. So I don't think he's here right now, but still credit goes to Ingo for updating both the desktop client, which he's interested in, and Jitsi on the bridge. So thanks, Ingo.
And I can confirm I just saw the video corruption for just a second when you switched from HD. Cool. Thanks, everybody.
Yep. Thanks, guys. And see you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks. See you sooner, guys. Bye-bye.
See you.